Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope you guys are doing fantabulous. My name is Nadia and today we're going to talk about how to raise intelligent kids. It's an article basically which I came across recently and I thought I should share because it has very interesting points and let's get started. The article is written by Dona Matthews. She's done PhD and she's developmental psychologist and the author of 4 books about children, adolescents, and education. So she writes, although the main focus of my research, teaching and writing has been on giftedness, I don't actually prize intelligence over other qualities. In fact, the attributes I value most are kindness, integrity, a sense of humor, and wisdom, none of which requires a high IQ. That being said, intelligence does matter. A curious, well-developed, and well-disciplined mind is an advantage in most human activities, from school to work to relationships. So she gives basically 8 points that tells us that how can we raise intelligent kids. First point is it starts with you. Take good care of yourself so that you're able to take good care of your child as well. Good care does not involve your good care for your physical appearance, your health. It also involves the care of your mental health. I have noticed that there is no bigger enemy of a person in the entire world but its brain. So you got to keep a check on it. And that if you are in a good mental health, you're able to provide good mental counseling to your child. Show your child bountiful love. Love is something for a parent, it comes from inside. It's a natural thing. It's something that does not cost anything. And it is something that makes all the difference in your parenting. You can also be like, okay, there has to be some limitation to that, or love is not like that. You're taking your child is asking for anything, and you're like, okay, just I love my child, that's why I'm going to provide for him or her everything. That is not love. Love is putting your child in challenges, showing, teaching your child good lessons about life. This is also a kind of love. So it's a very complicated thing. It's not as simple as she said, and it's not as simple as I thought it is. But you just love your child. Make sure you hug him. Make sure you kiss him often. Make sure you just show them that you love them. There are different ways you can do that. Number 3, listen. Really listen. I have observed that I have been, you can't hear those meow meows. I have been raising cats from quite a long time. And I have noticed that if I listen carefully, I can also understand them. So your kids can talk. So it's a wonderful thing to listen to them. My kids, when I listen to them, I just get surprised. They tell me things, they give me different perspectives of different things. And sometimes I get shocked as well that, oh, how come they're thinking like that? But you gotta listen to them. That's very interesting. That's like amazing. So make sure there's a lot of time for them to play. If they're 12 hours in a day, you just make sure they have like 7 or 8 hours of play. And Again, this is very simple. You don't have to, have a lot of toys or hi-fi toys or some intelligent Lego kind of toys. Your children can practically play with anything. Stimulate all your child's senses, and that involves like encourage them to smell flowers, food they eat, admire it, just stop somewhere and just admire the beauty of the world. And physical activities, like they want to climb something, they want to just help them do that. This helps them in the exploration, and it helps them grow intellectually. Model and teach how to manage emotions. Again, it comes in the mental health, that every child is born with emotions like hatred, jealousy, anger, frustration. Sometimes many kids, they don't know what it is, especially when they are teens. So you can help them regulate their emotions. You can help them find activities that can help them cope with these emotions. Pay attention to your child's physical development. Yes. And it involves they are having good food, they are having enough sleep, lots of physical activity, preferably outdoors. That is very important for brain builders. Outdoor activities are so very important. There's no denying it. Nurture your child's creativity. Again, you don't need some hi-fi courses for that. You don't have to put your child in an academy or hire somebody to show your child how to be creative. Or it's not that your child does not want to paint and you're like, no, you gotta paint because it's creative people paint. Creative people write. Creativity is something that comes from inside, and if your child is your child can be creative in many ways, some ways that you have not fathomed before. So when you listen to your child, when you talk to your child, you get to know, they tell you what they want, so go according to that. Okay, again, it's not difficult. It's not something that you have to go out of the way to help your child become intelligent. It's just that understanding what your child is and helping each other find your way through this world. Because with the intelligence, or with the creativity or anything, what we have to do is we are actually finding best ways to live and survive in this world. So make sure that you help your child and get some help from them as well. I remember that when I was going through very, very depressed period of my life, and I was very it's like I used to just shout, and I used to be very angry all the time, and I used to feel bad about it later on. So I remember that when I was only 8 or 9, she was 8 that time, and I held her hand, and I was like, I was crying, and I was like, I'm sorry for everything that I do, but I just can't help myself. I just don't know where this anger is coming from, and I just don't know how to handle it. And she held my hand, and she was like, I understand, it's okay. And trust me, that's something that I'm sharing with you guys, and it really helped me. And I still remember that scene. And it's just that I did not um, hesitate to share that I am also weak. Your mother can make mistakes. Your mother can be weak. Your mother can, um, you know, because we adults, we think that we're superhumans. We have to portray in front of our kids that we know everything. But it's also good that you accept that you're also human, and you are also fighting your own battles. So that it gave me a companion to understand. Not only that, the way I used to repent afterwards, that on what I've done, it also helped me heal. That's the main part. And yeah, it also taught my girl that it's okay to talk about your mental issues. And yeah, with that note, thank you very much, guys, for listening to me. If you guys have any questions, you can ask. And yeah, you have a wonderful day. Bye.